Hi everyone, it's Cheryl with At the Loos. Welcome. Welcome to all my new subscribers as well. I'm going to be playing today with some rice paper. I use it quite a bit. And there's so many things you can do with rice paper. Now I have checked the prices. I think this is the last pack that I bought. In the US, you can get 100 sheets of rice paper for about $13. And you can print on this, you can stamp on it, you can watercolor, you can use your sprays on it, you can use your ink pads on it. I mean, there's just really nothing that you can't do with this stuff. I checked the prices in the UK as well, and you can get 60 sheets for about $8. So either way, it's affordable and it's really fun to play with. So I will show you some examples of some things I've been playing with today. So here is just some stamping, okay? And then I don't know if you've worked with rice paper before, but it has a smooth side and a rough side. I don't know if you guys can see that texture. It's just like the printed rice paper that you can buy from, Stamperia or ITD or any of those places. But this way you can make your own designs. You can print out a digital kit on it. And the thing I like about rice paper is that it disappears into your background when you put it down with Mod Podge or Collage Medium or Clear Gesso or anything that you use. So I made that one. Here's one made with sprays. This is made with Distress Oxide Black Soot, and I sprayed it through this stencil. But what I like about it is if you look real closely, you see how it kind of wicked out, because that's what a lot of the sprays do. But I love the texture on this, that it looks like it's old and it's been there a while, and so I love that one. Here's another one I sprayed. This one is, I believe it is Speckled Egg, and I sprayed it through this stencil. And then after I sprayed it, I just flipped it over and pressed it down, and you get this. I don't know if you guys can see those numbers. There you go. So that would be, let's see if we can get there. That's better. You can see that one a little better because it's so light. And then this one here is done with watercolor. So I was just playing around, and I wanted to have some backgrounds that I could just tear up and put down on a page. This is also done with watercolor. I just wanted some different colors I could tear. This one here is done with Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. And I just put some on my brush, and I went all over the paper dry, and then I sprayed it with water. But look what happened with the oxide here. It almost turned like a pink color, and I'm not sure why that happened. I guess it's just the oxidation. And then it soaked through to the back, so you could use it either way, okay? And what you can do with it is, like, you can make little embellishments that you can put on your journal. So this is one I put together. This is a background. I stamped it first, and then I went over it with watercolor. Same with this one. Put a few little Tim Holtz ephemera on there, and say this was my page, I could just put that on my page, either glue it down completely, which it would just kind of meld into the background, or I could do it like this and make it a tuck. So there's just so many things that you can do with this stuff, but it will disappear into the background with Collage Medium as well. So anyway, I just thought we'd play around today, and I'd show you guys how I do this. Nothing hard about it at all. And let me just show you here. Let me show you how you would tear it apart. Alright, so I just have a brush and some water, And I'm just going to go around what I want to tear. We'll just make it a little simple one like that. Okay, so then all you got to do is tear it. And it has those wispy edges that I just loved. Okay, so say you wanted to take this part off, it's the same process. Just go over it with water, and then you can just tear it off. Just like that. So if you were gonna, say I was gonna put this on this page, I can show you real quick. Let me get some clear gesso. So we were just gonna put it, let's just put it on the edge here. So you just put a little gesso down. Pardon me. I'm gonna wet my brush. Put this down. Put this on top. There you go. Just kind of disappears into the background. So it's a really fun medium to work with. And I like the kind that, I mean, I love both. Trust me, I have a ton of Stamperia. I have been collecting that stuff, rice paper, for several years. So anyway, so I love working with it. And I love it that you can create your own. And I mean, times are hard right now, and the rice paper is not cheap. We all know that. It's anywhere from $3 to $4 a piece. Some are even higher than that. And if you could make your own, like buy a digital kit, and you know, for a couple of bucks, then you have all those images that you could print out on rice paper and then use them however you might want to, because these work great in an inkjet printer and also on you know, a toner one. So either way. But anyway, so let's continue playing. All right. So I'm going to be using this stamp set here, and this one is called Faded Type, and I received this in Happy Mail from my friend Julie in the UK, and I absolutely love this stamp. This is my favorite one. I just love the versatility of it. So let's do some stamping. This is a piece of the rice paper, and I've just cut it into smaller sheets, so then I'll have them to be able to tear up. But we'll start with this one, and let's see, let's use some stazon Timber Brown. Oh, somebody asked me how on the stazon they all have the plastic insert, and someone asked me how come mine never shows. It's because I glued it in there. Do you guys see the glue? I got tired of fighting with it every time I wanted to take my top off, so I just glued the plastic inside the lid. That way I don't have to worry about it. So we're going to use this one here. This is my favorite. So we'll use it first. I'm going to ink this up. Right there. Oh, isn't it pretty? Oh, I just love that. Kind of smeared that one a little bit. Looks like I moved it. So let's try it again. There we go. That's better. All right. And I like this one. I like them all. But we'll put a couple of different ones on there. Sorry about the banging. Oh, almost dropped it. Goodness, my hands aren't working today. All right. this off, and I just used a dry paper towel to dry mine off. Alright, so say this is what we got here. And say we wanted to add some blue to it. So let's just get our watercolors. Now, I am not proficient in watercolors by any means. I have had this set for probably 2 years and have barely played with it. I like my inks and sprays, but what seems to work for me is I have a water brush. Now my set came with a water brush. Let you guys see. It came with some white, a paintbrush, and a water brush, and this is fairly, I think it was probably 20 bucks on Amazon. You have a pencil, but anyway, what I like to do is just take some water and I just spray it on my mat. Not to say this is the only way to do it, guys, because it's not. I told you I'm no expert. But I'm going to dip this in water just to get it started, but it does have water in it. And let's pick this blue color. So I'm going to dip my brush in it, and then I'm going to put it in this water. Okay. All right, and let's get another color. Let's try this dark blue. Let's see what it looks like. Alright. So I just wanted to add some color to this. I'm just going to start up here, and because that rice paper soaks that color in, wherever you put it, it's pretty much going to stay. Because that's just the nature of the beast. It's porous, so it's gonna soak it up. So let's get some of this other blue. Looks pretty much the same, doesn't it? It's a totally different color though. Wow. Might change when it's dry. But it looks pretty close. Alright, let's try another one. Let's try this real light blue. Let's see if it does anything different. Like I said, nope, they all look the same, don't they? I think it's because they're wet. But anyway, you can just keep adding. I'm wondering if it might change color when we dry it. Alright, let's try that. Alright, 2 seconds. I'm going to dry it. Be right back. Alright, I see a little bit of difference. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's very faint. So, we're going to add a different color this time. Let's try adding some green. So I guess on this, I mean, I can see it now that it's dry. You can see the lighter and darker. But I guess you would really have to use kind of a different, more contrasting color, I guess. But you can even go up in here and layer. So you could really make all kinds of really cool things with this. Anyway, so there's that. And I like it that, like I said, once it's dry, you can just tear it apart. So I think I will leave that. Maybe I'll add a little bit of brown. let's do a little cream. I don't even know if this will show up. Let's see if it does. Like I said, I am not a watercolor expert by any means. Boy, that's really light. I don't think that's... Oh yeah, it kind of looks milky, doesn't it? All right. So there you go. Now you have all kinds of colors to tear from. So we'll put this one aside and let it dry. All right. So let's play some more with these, because I really like these. All right, so let's see. Let's get a napkin. I think I want to cover that up. All right, I'm going to take some more speckled egg here. It's one of my favorite colors. All right. There we go. And then I'm going to lay this back down. I'm going to dip this in it. There we go. All right, so there we have a couple more. All right, let's try another one. Let's do... Still want that hard line on there. All right, so let's try. This is brushed corduroy. And let's try some bundled sage. Oh yeah, look at that yumminess. Yay! All right. let's get another piece. Ooh, it started to run. Oh, this ought to be interesting. I'm just gonna throw it down. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Okay. Ooh, I like that. All right, let's add a stamp to it. And let's go ahead and use the Timber Brown. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing well for the people that have asked. I'm having another procedure done on my back shortly, and hopefully that will help with the pain. Where do we put it? Let's put it right in the middle. Oh yeah. There we go. Some more fun things to play with. All right. Let those dry. And let's try using some of the oxide. All right, so this is Vintage Photo. With this one, you could just do numbers if you wanted to put those on your sheet. So, let's see. Oh, see, they just tear so easy. Ah, just love it. So then we would have this side. Then we could layer. You just do all kinds of fun things. All right, let's get our sheet back. Find it. Just 1 minute. Okay. Well, I still couldn't find my paper. I don't know what I did with it. It must be pulling a Julie. If you're watching, Julie, just kidding. So let's see what we can make with this. All right, so this is just a piece of coffee stained paper that I have. And I pulled out a few embellishments, but let's see. Let's use this side. And I'm going to use some of this that we did earlier with the speckled egg. Alright, yeah, so you can tear it even without necessarily even wetting it, but it makes it a little easier if you wet it. So kind of like that. So let's add that. Made a big old mess. All right. We have that. And let's see. Maybe we'll do. This one up in this corner. This is the Tim Holtz ephemera pack. Just happened to be laying on my desk from what I was working on the other day. So let's add, where'd my glue go? It ran away. Use some more glitter glue. Oh, I hope I'm in shot. And then I'm going to dry this back, and then I'll show you guys how you can blend that all in, because like I said, with the rice paper, it just blends into the background. Now the reason it's so stark is because it's on coffee dyed on top of white on top of coffee dyed. Clock. I love this clock. And put down this lovely picture of this mom or grandma or whoever's in this picture. This little boy. Adorable. All right, I'm going to dry this. Be right back. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go in and blend this. I think I'm going to go ahead and use my brush. And you can see how well that rice paper is just going to blend right in. I love this stuff. There we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.